Good evening and welcome back. It's Wednesday night, and tonight I have some major goddess energy going on here. I have Kuan Yin with us. Kuan Yin is a goddess that I work with. She is a bodhisattva, and in Taoism and Buddhism, she is known as the mother of love and compassion. And Kuan Yin, basically, her vow to humanity before ascending to heaven was that she would not ascend until every single soul on this planet was no longer suffering. So that's what makes her such a compassionate and loving and caring goddess energy. And I have her pretty much everywhere. I have her in every room. I have her in my car. I have her outside. I call on her, especially when it has to do with my heart, and not just the healing part, because I use a lot of do a lot of healing with Raphael, Archangel Raphael. But when it comes to that seat of our soul and that compassion and that tolerance and just bringing out that energy, she's wonderful to work with, and she's really she's just amazing. So if you want to learn more about her, I have a blog, and I can give you more information on that, or you can Google her, or you can read about her. There's lots of books out there on Kuan Yin. So tonight, I thought I would, you know what, I wanted to show you my little statue of her. I'm sorry. I have a little statue that I carry, and this was given to me from one of my goddess sisters, TZ. And she is just, she goes in my pocket, she goes in my purse, she goes in my work bag, in my car. She is on my altars. Again, Kuan Yin. She's beautiful. So tonight, I thought I'd work with a different oracle. We've used so far, the Mario Duguay Messages of Life, with the beautiful, beautiful Thomas Kincaid of Spirituality artwork. And last week, going into the new moon, we used the animal medicine cards, and that was such an amazing draw. We drew Great Spirit, we drew Eagle, and like I said, that's not a card that comes up very often, so that was just that was a huge moment. So tonight, I thought we would use the Ascended Masters. And the Ascended Masters are beings, divine beings, that have ascended to heaven, but have walked the planet, like Jesus and Buddha and Saint Francis and, Melchizedek and Cthulhu, Saint Germain, Babaji. Archangel Michael's considered Ascended Master. And then the goddess energy, St. Francis is another one. And then the goddess energy, Lakshmi, Kuan Yin, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Tara, all of these incredible beings that are assisting us now as we go through some incredible times on the planet, this great time of transformation. So I just felt guided to use and pull from this deck, and it's a deck by Dr. Doreen Virtue. It's 44, there's 44 cards in this deck. Here's the outside of the deck. It has Michael, Archangel Michael. And then what I love about these is they're all gold lined. Oh gosh, that's so beautiful. Okay, so we connect with the cards. Again, we use the cards. We go through the cards with the divine, and I use my third eye, Ajna, to make this connection. We ask for a universal card that is of truth, clarity, and right now for this moment. Okay? So I'm going to fan these out, and I am going to close my eyes so that I'm not influencing this draw. feel like I'm going to drop them, sorry. Okay, my eyes are closed. We're going to ask Spirit to help us pick a card. Oh. The card is Listen, and the Ascended Master is Manjushri. Manjushri. I think I'm saying that right. Let me see how she's got it in here. Manjushri. Manjushri. So, Manjushri, like Manjushri. And of course, you can tell by the artwork that this is a Buddhist deity. And the card is Listen. Manjushri is a Buddhist deity of wisdom who holds a sword to cut through illusions. And that's one of the big things. And we talked about this, I think, on, I can't remember which one it was, but we've talked about the illusions. And that's one of the major teachings of the Buddha. And to bring about clarity and understanding. And we did ask for a card tonight for clarity. Call upon Manjushri for help with understanding divine messages and to increase your receptivity to divine intelligence and wisdom. So let's talk about the card. And one of the things that a lot of people will say is like, you know, I pray and I pray and I pray and I don't get my prayers answered. And I don't believe that to be true. I think that sometimes we pray and we already have this conceived notion, a preconceived notion of what the answer to that prayer should be. So when we don't get that answer, we feel that we're not getting an answer. And one of the things that I've been taught through teachers, yoga and different meditations and Reiki, is that when we pray in the sense that we are lacking. And I think that a lot of us, if we learn to pray like we already are in gratitude of already having what we ask for, we just help that prayer and we co-create with the divine to bring that to manifestation. And when we listen, is a lot of times we can get our answers in our meditations. So it's a really good idea, if you don't meditate, even if it's for 5 minutes, to take the time, get into a quiet space. It could be outside, it could be on your bed. You might have a little designated area where you just go to chill out and just go into that meditative state and do it through your breathing. You know, really pay attention to your breath and slow it down and become calm. And a lot of times we can get answers there. This is a perfect place and time to get answers. You can hear your divine guidance best by quieting yourself and listening. I think I just said that. Shut out noisy stimulation like telephones and televisions, and relax in a quiet place. Don't try to make anything happen. Just listen to your own thoughts, breath, and the rhythm of your heart. Then mentally ask questions of your guides and angels. Listen to the loving truth that they speak in your heart, body, and your mind. Listen to your own inner truths. And that's so, so important. Trust your intuition and take action accordingly. Some other additional meanings for this card, and this is universal, so it can mean something different for all of us. But some additional meanings is maybe have a quiet retreat. Your guides and your angels are talking to you. Are you listening? Less talking and more listening is called for right now. Admit your true feelings to yourself. Listen to the messages and any aches or pains are trying to tell you, because your body also will communicate to you. So, for instance, I know that when it's time for me to recharge my body, mind, and spirit, it's time for me to stop Don't plan any activities. Don't go out. Don't do this. Don't do that. And just have that downtime. And I had a weekend like that this last weekend. And I truly needed it. And I honor that time. I don't get angry at myself because I didn't do 5 loads of laundry, or I didn't run the vacuum, or I didn't dust or get a cobweb down out of the corner. I took the time. I watched movies. I read. I meditated. I slept. You know, it's a really great time for our body to heal. So honor that time. And it also is the perfect time to listen to something that maybe you asked for, or something that you needed guidance for. So again, the card is a Manjuri, a Buddhist deity, and his sword is cutting through the illusion. It's kind of ironic that we drew a Buddhist deity with this Buddhist divine energy we have going on here. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed the card tonight, and I hope you enjoyed the message, and I hope that, again, that you take the time to listen. Listen with your heart, and listen to the divine as the divine communes with you. Namaste.